What's up, nerd trainers? Welcome to another installment of, actually it's gonna be the first one. Well, just a little tidbit about myself, especially with things that I'm super passionate about, like Pokemon. I tend to rant, and it annoys the shit out of people like my wife, my brothers, and adjacent family members. And that's what's happening today. Welcome here to my rant about the hobby of Pokemon in general. Not really a headline, but whatever. All right. If you're a doodoo with your head stuck in the sand, you don't know what's going on right now. It's fucking ridiculous. Strap in. So, Destined Rivals, the booster box. You know which one I'm talking about. The one that's meant for stores to be a display box, but everybody's fucking buying them up like, you know, they're hotcakes. All right. What the fuck is going on right now? Okay. Someone bought out the market on TCG player, and now let me show you this. Okay. Unopened, the very first price that you're going to come up to that isn't Korean is $450. 400. You caught that, right? $450 fucking dollars for a booster box. Right, we're talking about something that's retailed at $160, if so. Look at this one, PKville. I'm assuming that's Florida. $14.99 shipping. All right, your inflated prices. You still couldn't cover fucking free shipping. Got it, dude. All right, this guy's brand new, has 0%. No one's reviewed his shit. Got it. Okay, cool. It's just going up. Why don't we go to the last page and see what that looks like? Okay. Yeah, yep. All right, we'll go down the line. Oh, this one has free shipping though. This one has free shipping though. Hunk stuff. Free shipping for $1,000. Thanks for the free shipping. Not bad. Okay. Let's move. What else do we got here? Interesting. Okay. Nick at Night. I feel bad. That guy's probably a millennial, like myself. If you don't know what Nick at Night is, probably really young. I don't even know if that thing exists anymore. $1,000 for the booster box. Destined Rivals. Destined to go up in price, I guess. Oh, Nick at Night couldn't even cover the free shipping. I guess $1,000 wasn't enough. $2 shipping. So, okay, that's not counting taxes. What the fuck is going on right now? Okay, let me calm down a little bit. Okay, it is personal. I'm just gonna take a step back, dude. Just gonna take a step back. Don't worry about modern sets, booster bundles, boxes. Maybe I'll buy a booster pack here and there. Singles, I'll go after singles, even though those are manipulated beyond belief. I'm still gonna, if it's a card I really want, and if I could strike a deal, great. Oh my gosh. And again, okay, look, we haven't even got to the meat and potatoes of this video yet, and I'm already heated. So let's see how the rest of this video goes. All right, look, full context. Look, I know me and my brothers, we were lucky enough to secure some Mega Evolution a week in advance because of our local card shop. But let's be real, we're probably not going to see more of it anytime soon. So I'm taking my losses. At least we got that. I don't think we're going to, at least, honestly, after seeing this, I don't expect it to go any better for Mega Evolution, especially that they leaked some of the cards and now they're going to put a chase card list together. And as it is, that shitty gold Gardevoir card, it was already overpriced. It was like at $800 of some astronomical shit. Like who's coming up with who's coming up with the chase cards of the, this is, fuck. Okay. I'm going to close TCG player out because it's pissing me off. Okay. I wonder if we could get through this video without me having a brain aneurysm. Look, in full disclosure, I've been a Pokemon fan for a very long time. Before it was all the hype, it was super mainstream and popular. We got called names. People had to hide that they like Pokemon, who will remain nameless. I'm not going to put them on blast on my channel. And now we're at this point, all of a sudden, they're just picking flippers everywhere and whatnot bullshit and ripping shippers. Don't get me started with ripping shippers. Oh my God, dude. I feel that it's all categorized together. There's us, the Pokemon fans that have been here forever and play the games, that enjoy everything about Pokemon just because it's Pokemon. And then you have your subculture of Pokemon, which is the scalpers, the investment bros, the community that just hoards sealed product. If you have some sealed product, cool. You're like someone of a collector or whatever. But an entire, and it just all, I'm not even gonna go there. I feel like it's all coupled together. Like just this horrible casserole of horrid people within the community. And I fucking hate it. Back then, it was the allure, this mystique of Pokemon and the pocket monsters, if you will. The art and the thrill of the game itself. Now, like I've outlined before, it's scalpers, investors, influencers. And yeah, even OF models. Now they're getting in on the action. How do I know this? Well, it's on my Instagram algorithm. Now, let me outline how and why that happened. Okay. It's the Pokemon community in general. I came across some people. I don't know. You could kind of see it sometimes when someone's a Pokemon fan or they aren't. You could just tell, and how they go about talking about Pokemon and all of that. I'm not going to name any names, but there were videos that came out in my feed and it looked strange. Just the setting and all of that. Clicked on the profile and all I see is a link tree or whatever link service they have. Click on that and lo and behold, there's the OF link. Cool. What the fuck is going on? What it said? Okay. Using Pokemon as just another way to squeeze clout or cash out of people is despicable. It's horrible. And if you're pissed that I said that, good. Because I'm pissed too, but not for the same reasons. Because I'm pissed about you. If it's upsetting you that I'm talking about that, you're the problem. Sorry I said it. I've had it. This is news that just drove me off the wall and I had to make a video about it. At first it was okay. You know, scalpers are killing the fun as they usually do with any hobby or anything like that. They were clearing out Targets, Walmarts before any single kid had a shot at grabbing a pack. Now it's not even worth it. To them, it's not a Pokemon. It's profit margins, baby. Dude. I hope you guys saw my posts on social media about that guy. He had, I don't even know what set on it. There was a guy that had a set on a spreadsheet and the value. Give me a minute. Okay. These people, these leeches, these horrible, despicable humans, they're not part of the community, the Pokemon community. Honestly, it feels like there are vultures circling a hobby that they don't care about. You don't care. You don't fucking care. Look, I don't care whoever's related to me, whatever they decide to do with anything. on my channel, I'm never going to discuss price points or value of certain of cards or anything that has to do with Pokemon or anything nerdy, period. It pisses me off. It just does. All right. So after the scalpers, which was already bad, then came the investment bros. Finance guys and wannabe Wall Street guys who treat Charizards like it's a Tesla stock or some shit. Like they don't know what a Mega Evolution is. They can't tell an Ivysaur from a Charmeleon. But hey, it's okay, because they can happily give you Electron PSA 10 prices and graphs. Just what we needed in the hobby, right? Just what we needed. Our hobby, the binders that you worked so hard, your collection that you have of Pokemon that were so important to you because you love that Pokemon, are now turned into portfolios. Childhood memories into balance sheets. Oh my God, dude. Honestly, they're out here convincing casual fans that if you're not grading your Pokemon card, you're wasting your time, buddy. Dude, sucks. Yeah, the casual fans are doing that. They're listening to all the investment bros and all their Instagram pages and their fucking TikToks. It sucks. I wish we had more voices on our side of, the people that are Pokemon fans, that were they were a voice for these people to become fans and have favorite Pokemon and enjoy Pokemon as a hobby. Then we come to the hardest part, the no pun intended, we're now getting into the territory of the influential. And that's the influencers and the OF models. All of a sudden, they're jumping on the wave too. Suddenly Pokemon packs became props for their videos. I hope not disgusting props. All of a sudden, it's not about the pool. It's about the reach for TikTok. Or the promo for their other links. Honestly, let's be real here. Half these people don't even know the names of the cards or the Pokemon that they're screaming over, or these little TikToks of little jingles that they're making. Not everybody, not Deep Pocket Monster, cool as fuck. But they figured out if they display an ETB right next to, I don't know, I'm trying to stay YouTube compliant here, Bazoongas. That's a okay word, I guess. I guess that equals clicks and cash, right? If that doesn't put this hobby in the gutter even further, I don't know what does. I feel like we're at an all-time low, to be quite honest. You know what, dude? I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Pokemon has become the backdrop for clout chasing all of a sudden. Okay, but that I mean, I'm honestly, it doesn't feel like a community right now. It feels more like it's just milking every inch out of fucking Charizard's neck to get everything out of him. And I'm really tired of pretending that it doesn't take any fun out of the hobby or the love of the hobby itself. I'm holding on to what I have now. Look, if you're into investments and all that stuff, that's your own shit. My suggestion to you is to sell now, because this isn't going to last forever. People are make-believing the Pokemon market is going to blow up and they're just going to see more gains. Then we come to the area of Pokemon. I don't know. This could be the same subset of the community as the others. No, fuck it. Yes, it is. Most of the casuals aren't real Pokemon fans, unfortunately. They're tourists. They're just here for a little bit while it's hot, flexing slabs on Instagram and TikTok and posting, this is my most expensive card with, yeah, you've seen it with the dollar amount on top and, how much money they spent on the buy. Fuck. They're just fucking throwing money around and then bouncing when the trend dries up. That's what's going to happen. The trend's going to dry up and all these people are just going to sell their shit at MSRP anyway. Meanwhile, the ones who have been here since the beginning, like myself, at least in the US market, we are the ones getting priced out of this hobby, unfortunately. And we actually care. We care about Pokemon, you know, and I would love to pass it down to my daughter, the full hobby as a whole. But it's going to be fucking hard to do so if it goes in this trajectory. I'm not going to spend $1,000 on a fucking booster pack. Miss me with that shit. I feel like I'm a broken record on this channel, but I'm going to say it again until it gets through people's hard fucking heads. This isn't about flexing, flipping, or farming clicks. Honestly, Pokemon is about nostalgia, joy, and connection. Think of that. Remember that. Your connection with people, especially if you're an introvert like myself, you know, you don't have a lot of interaction with people, but you have that connection with certain individuals because of Pokemon, whether they were playing the competitive TCG side, whether the competitive side of the video games, or if you were just, you know, a player of the video games and you liked collecting the cards, or even a fan of the TV show. People forget that there's a fucking TV show. Okay? Don't let them take that away from you. It's made great connections, and that is essentially the heartbeat of the Pokemon hobby. Not some TikTok skit or a marketing gimmick, which is going on now. And keep in mind, this is coming from someone who has a digital marketing background, okay? I know what's going on here. It makes sense to me, but it's ridiculous at the same time. Beyond ridiculous. A good example is the Labubu market is crashing. And all those people who are hoarding and buying all that product, they're jumping ship because it's crashing. Now, I hope they don't come to Pokemon. For the love of God, don't come to Pokemon. Please don't. It's going to happen here too. If that's what you're chasing, this isn't the place for you because it's just going to fall off at some point. It's going to. So again, I'll ask, is Pokemon even a hobby anymore? Is it? Or has it been hijacked by scalpers, investors, influencers, and OF side hustlers? Because it doesn't matter how annoyed I am, how annoyed you are, or how exhausting it is right now. Us real Pokemon fans are still here. The ones who actually care. But we're hella buried under the noise. Big time. And if that stings, maybe it should. Because Pokemon was never supposed to be a quick cash grab. It was supposed to be the love of some pocket monsters, also known as Pokemon. Okay, end of my rant. I'm going to get off my soapbox. Okay. One last thing, okay? If you say Pokemon, please, it's not Pokemon or Pokemon. When we were growing up, that name was reserved for parents and people that didn't understand the hobby. Stop saying Pokemon. It's not Pokemon. It's Pokemon or Pokemon. That's it. No Pokemon, no Pokemans, none of that shit. That shit gets on my nerves too. And I'll keep saying it again. Okay. I need to go breathe. Let me know. Let me know in the comments, honestly. Do you still think Pokemon is a hobby or has it become something else entirely? I want to hear about it from the real friends, or even if you're new to the hobby and you consider yourself a real fan, I want to hear from you too. All right, nerd trainers. Later.